Good lord. Greetings, humans. Do you like makeup? Do you like questions? So do I. That's what I'm gonna be doing this time. My teeth are freshly brushed and baking soda, and it doesn't really help. First step will be moisturize. Oh, that kind of hurt. Oh yeah. Mold that face. Make yourself into a better human. While this is setting, I'll get the first two questions out of the way. Question number one, what is your favorite candle scent? I like anything that smells like apples, to be honest. Apples or campfire. Who gives a fuck? What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? It would definitely have to be like Tina Fey or Amy Poehler, because both my sisters already feel like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Ooh, I already have a brother and nobody could really replace him. There's really nobody else out there that I know that's like him. If I could just have one for the sake of being close to, I would say Adam Lambert. I don't even know exactly what I'm going for because I don't know how to do makeup. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know what the fuck to do! I'm working with like some like Claire's level makeup. The brushes are dollar store. I guess above all else, I need to just get the foundation started. This is the way I do it personally. I just give a little dabs. I'm really sorry. Okay, give a little dabs here and there. Ooh, I almost did it again. I don't really know how to use a beauty blender, but this is how I do it. Are you supposed to use a new blender every single time? Or do you like wash it? Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like pimples are like once in a year type thing for me. Bless. I popped this one out of boredom and frustration, and then I enjoyed a nice little snack. Let's get some more questions. Can you do a split? I can try. No. How many oceans have you swam in? Atlantic and Pacific. That's it. How many countries have you been to? So I was born in the States. I currently live in Canada. I've taken day trips to Mexico. I've been to Japan. I've been to Vietnam. And I guess that's it. I've been to 5 countries. Is anyone in your family in the army? Okay, in my immediate family, no, but in like my distant family, I'm honestly not that sure. Probably not, probably 1 or 2. Okay, so I'm pretty blended in, quite old, and apparently expired by a couple of years. So maybe I shouldn't be using it, but whatever. Next comes concealer. Ooh. I don't. Ooh. What would you name your daughter if you had one? With each of my exes, we each had like a name ready for if we had babies. Honestly, if I had a daughter now, it entirely depends on who I have it with, because I'd have to know the personality to expect based on who I'm having a baby with. It's not like naming a pet, you know? But if I had a pet fish, I'm gonna name it Poochie. What would you name your son if you had one? Same applies for the daughter stuff. What's the worst grade you got on a test? 0, baby. I just sat there in the exam room in college and I fucking cried. And I saw other people were sitting there where they were like, what the fuck do I do? And I'm here like, I don't know, dude. I literally just sat there for the hour trying really hard to actually figure it out and handed in a completely blank test. And he came back later like,
why did some of you give in a blank test?
So I did my concealer, do this and get this and do like a dab 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 to get rid of the Fallout New Vegas. All the powder is on the table. Great. We'll get some more questions out of the way while I do my blush a little bit. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? I did read the first Twilight book when I was in middle school. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I'm satisfied with my accent because I got a quirky British lady that I work with and she's the best. She's really funny, so I want her to keep that for herself. Are your grandparents still married? Like my biological grandparents, they never really stayed together. So I guess the answer would be no. The grandpa that I grew up with on my mom's side with my grandmother, like, he was practically my biological. Same applies on my dad's side too. Like, the dude she's married to, I've known since I was a kid, but I knew that he wasn't my biological grandfather, and they're still married. Biologically, no, but in terms of my lifetime, yes. For the sake of guiding my eyeshadow where to go, I guess this means I need to put my eyebrows on first. I'm gonna get a little close to the mirror. They never come out even. Let's get some more questions out of the way. Have you ever taken karate lessons? I did, and I friggin' loved it, but then I gave up on it because every Friday all I wanted to do was hang out with my best friend because she had Super Monkey Ball. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Who the fuck don't know who Kermit? What's the first amusement park you've been to? I went to Disneyland when I was just a little baby. California, represent. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? I tried learning Japanese for a while, but then I got distracted because I had to pick up French after I moved to Quebec. But I also wanted to learn Vietnamese at one point because my ex was Vietnamese. So I would have to say either Vietnamese or Japanese. Do you spell the color of gray as gray? Yo, I just Everything looks a different color today for some reason. Like everything looks gray. Usually I use E. I use G-R-E-Y when I say gray. Oh, get that crease in first. This brush might be too big. He boots too big for he goddamn feet. Wow! Humans! More questions. Is your father bald? Nope, and I really don't think he's gonna go bald, to be honest. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Bitch, Titanic! I haven't even seen The Notebook. You can hate me all you want. Have you ever had Indian food? The only times I've ever had Indian food did not go over very well. And I don't get why people can just eat it and accept the consequences of shitting liquid. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? I don't know. I'm just gonna say Mon Ami because that's all I can think about for some reason. I guess I'm craving fried chicken. Coming in with the blue now. Let's get some more questions out of the way. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? I don't think I have. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. My little brother, his name is Scott. They were going to name him Junior, like after my dad, whose name is Daniel. So I guess he would have been a DJ or a Daniel Jr. If you have a nickname, what is it? I go by a lot of nicknames. Growing up, I was called Nurse or Nurse Ratchet and Rach. A lot of people call me Rach, but I only let people who are close enough call me Rach. Coming in hot with the purple now. Might be too soon, but who cares? What am I doing? It's getting muddy. It's getting muddy. It's cheap eyeshadow. It'll come off with a couple rubs. Rub-a-dub-dub. You're touching my butt. Rub-a-dub-dub. Molesting me in the tub. What? What's this voice I'm using? It's like Molester Barney, who became leader of his own sex cult. What the fuck? Why am I... just wanna fly. Put your arms around me, baby. And I like it. It's extra as fuck. More questions! Can you whistle? You sleep with a nightlight. I sleep with a gigantic nightlight. It's called my TV or my laptop. Do you take any pills or medication daily? I do. I take one pill daily, and it's because I'm insane. What medical conditions do you have? I'm insane. I'm gonna go in with a pencil. Yes, that's what I wanted. Hey, how you doing? Not too bad this time. Wow. Owen Wilson. Wow. Bird up. How many times have you been to the hospital? I've really only ever been admitted, I think, once. And that was when I got my appendix removed. Where do you buy your jeans? I used to get them at Walmart because I'm kid size, or I found out I'm also petite somehow. I really have to get lucky to find jeans that fit. What's the last compliment you got? I think my last compliment I got was my sister last night. I was the only one who kind of like went to college and carved my own path and like went on to bigger things on my own. So I followed up with eyeshadow under my eyes as well. It is time for the liquid liner for the wings. I'm again still really nervous about this. Let me check the questions. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yeah, I usually do. I get lucid dreams sometimes too. Whoa. What flavor of tea do you enjoy? All teas, all day. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? I'll have to go count. So I guess 17 pairs of shoes? No! Ah! Shit. Shit. You know, fuck it. We'll do it live! I'm tired of this already. Liquid liner is my enemy. Mascara time! I have a mascara face, and it involves me sticking my tongue out like a goat. Let me finish up this eye, and then we'll get to lips and the last questions. Did I just hold it in place and move my face across? And why did I do Lion King? What religion will you raise your children to practice? Entirely depends on who the father is. I'm going way too ham on this. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I did an experiment where I told my parents one thing I wanted for Christmas, and Santa is something different, the mall Santa. I told my parents I wanted a beanbag chair or like a Barbie doll house. But then at the Santa at the mall, I told him, hey, I want a trumpet or a musical instrument, and I didn't get an instrument, so I was like, yep, theory confirmed. Why do you have a tumbler? No reason. Way too ham, and it's probably just too much. It's probably just, yeah, it's probably too much. Maybe if I make it glossy. Why am I doing that again? Almost forgot the setting spray. I'm moist. So here's the completed look. I hope you guys like it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you around some other time. Goodbye.